Hello, I'm Chris Kiak, and I'm the Vice President of ConXCAD with ConXtech. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate and train you on the Submittal tool. The Submittal tool is built on top of Tekla Structures and is geared for steel detailers working with ConXtech to be able to create the transmittal, folder structure, as well as all of the drawings and CNC files that are required for fabrication and for the field. The very first thing that we want to look at is that we have two different buildings here in the model. You'll also see that the model is colorized by sequence or phase. So there are two phases or sequences in building 1 and then two phases or sequences in building 2. If I go to Tools, Phase Manager, we can see the breakdown of those different phases or sequences. If I highlight building 1 columns here and say Objects by Phases, you'll see that those columns are then highlighted. Now the beams. Now let's go to building 2. And you can see that those objects have been grouped using the Phase Manager. In this particular model, however, we're not going to separate the piece marks by sequence or phase. We're going to separate the piece marks by building number. So all of the piece marks, if I open up the properties here on the columns in building 1, are 1000 series. If I open up the properties in building 2, you'll see that they are a start number of 2000 series. Let's then go to the beams, and you'll see here that's 1000 series. And if I go to the beams in building 2, that's 2000 series. Splitting piece marks basically means that this beam in building 1, which is identical to the beam in building 2, is going to get a different piece mark. The reason for this is typically on larger projects, the fabrication shop wants to begin fabrication without waiting for the detailing on the entire project to be submitted. By compartmentalizing the piece marks of building 1, the shop can order material, fabricate, and deliver to site all of those pieces while waiting for the detailer to release building 2. Once building 2 is released, all of the piece marks are their own separate marks, so that way it doesn't cause revised shop drawings or revised quantities to anything that was previously released in building 1.